सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्त गोचरं तमगोचरं गोविन्दं परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् यच्चकास्त्यन परम्परात् परम् प्रत्यकेकरसमात्मलक्षणम् नित्यचित्तसुखमनन्तमव्ययम् ब्रह्मतत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि तत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि. There is something that shines. That is effulgent being. It is existing by itself. Support of the universe shouldn't be dependent upon anything else. It should not be dependent upon anything else. Support of the universe. Otherwise, you cannot call it the support. The thing that it is dependent upon should be the support then. So, in fact, liberation is arriving at the root, discovering that yourself, you are the root of the entire universe. So, arriving at that reality, that is liberation. So, when it shines, it says, it is not light, neither it is darkness. See, some people, they confuse about this. Therefore, in certain cultures, the light is considered to be auspicious, not the darkness. Without darkness, you cannot live at all. You just see, night means darkness. Once you close your eyes, there is darkness. Light and darkness both are realities about the creation. Why should you disrespect darkness? It has got its own usefulness. Unless you close your eyes, you can't sleep. So, when it is said here, it is shining means, it doesn't mean it is light. See, what is the purpose of light? Your appreciation of forms, appreciation of forms. You can see forms. How do you see forms? I have got eyes, that's why I'm seeing. Yes, you have got eyes, you are able to see, but can you see anything in the darkness? Total darkness. You can't see anything. A blind person cannot see anything. You need the capacity of your eyes, definitely, but outside also there should be light. Without light, meaningless. Eyes are meaningless. All the eyes in the world are meaningless without light. Light makes things visible, Light makes things visible. Now, this is the capacity of the light. So, similarly, external world, there is sound. Unless there is sound, the ear is meaningless. But we should understand one thing. Is it light because of which you are able to understand that this is this is a tree, this is forest, this is this mountain, etc. Whatever you know, or this is song, this is tasty, etc. Whatever you know, is it light that is allowing you to understand all these things? It's not light. When you see this is light, that knowledge, you know. So that knowledge, but is it light? That knowledge, it's not light. The means through which you are seeing the light is your eyesight, and the knowledge of light is taking place in your mind. Now, the source of this knowledge, or that because of which this knowledge is taking place, knowledge of light is taking place, is it light? No, it's not darkness even. Neither it is darkness. Suppose you say, I this is very dark. How do you know? Knowledge principle. This is deep darkness. You know this. Just like light, you know the darkness also. Knowledge is neither light nor darkness. Knowledge is different. That's why it's called mm, consciousness. Mind, it's a flow of thoughts, as you have seen many times. So varieties of knowledges of this world takes place. Take place. Varieties of knowledges take place. And so also knowledge about yourself. Yourself means your own mind and the body, etc. You know. So all these knowledges, they are knowledges with respect to things. But the capacity, we can say the capacity, the knowing capacity, it is there. Otherwise, how can you know this? You have got the knowing capacity. The knowing capacity is neither light nor darkness. Hmm. That's why it is shining by itself. When the scripture says it's not light, so it has a light and light and light. Somebody told, someone in this creation, in this world, he said that it's all light and light and light. The Lord is light and light. Why shouldn't it be darkness, dear? Why shouldn't it be darkness? Just like the fair complex human being is human being and not the dark complex. Human being is human being after all. Hmm? I don't think between the two people the eyes are different, the hearing capacity is different. It's not like that. So it's a confusion. That which because of which light exists, that is the consciousness. Support of the entire universe. It cannot be light. Support means it has got to be the support of the darkness also. So consciousness is both light and darkness. It is bereft of both light and darkness also. What does it mean? Darkness and light, they exist because of consciousness, but consciousness can exist without light and darkness. It is independent. That's why there is a statement in the scripture, Swe Mahimni Tishtati, it is existing by itself. It is existing by itself. Since how long? No question of since how long. You just have certain questions, you can have some questions. Who created the space? From when? Since when this space is existing? Sun is existing. The universe is existing. You can have questions because you are the human being. You are the human being. No question of time. Time, the beginning of the time. Beginning of the time, you can understand. Hmm? What's the beginning of the time? Time began, suppose. Time began. Started clicking, okay? Started clicking. Then what was there before time? Within time is the entire creation. That which is above the time, that which is above the time is consciousness. So Nobody brings it into existence. It exists by itself. Nobody brings it into existence. So who will discover this? You are the person. If I say what I'm talking is talking about the statement of the scripture, but if I understand that, like for example, in the book it is written 2 plus 3 equal to 5. Okay. But I should understand what 5 means. Similarly, when the scripture is telling consciousness, this is very evident. So all these thoughts that are there in your mind, that because of which these thoughts are coming, that is called consciousness. Fine. But this consciousness is not restricted to a given body. That's why the statement of the scripture. Don't think that consciousness is restricted to your body, or don't think that consciousness is not there in the inert object. That is the revelation. The consciousness is available in the entire universe. What is the example? Example is given in the dream. You see, in the dream, both the living being and the inert objects are the same, but look like all the things in the dream. They look like being inert and sentient living beings. Let them look like. Let them look like. You see your own body also. The hair doesn't have the capacity to feel. Doesn't seem to be alive. You can cut a piece of hair, there's no problem. You can root out pick one hair, there's no problem. Similarly, you can cut your nail also, no problem. You are cutting anyway from the childhood. It keeps growing. Things which are supposed to grow, they will grow. And things which are not supposed to grow, if they started growing, you cannot leave. You cannot leave. So that is the system. You have to understand the system, and you have to go along with the system. Once you go against the system, means you will suffer. So any confusion has to go. It is existing by itself and its consciousness. And consciousness, what consciousness is, you will understand. Nobody can say what is consciousness. And scripture says you are consciousness. I'm talking, suppose you are Mr. X, you are Mr. X. What does it mean? Why are you talking about? Hmm. Is your I Mr. X? Is your back Mr. X? Is your I Mr. X? Or is your mind Mr. X? No. Then what does it mean? What do you mean by you are X? Hmm. I am talking about someone or something, whatever it is. So that's reality. Whatever the scripture is telling, that you are consciousness means whatever you think you are, that you are consciousness. So remove your confusion. So that means I am something else, not something else. The entire stuff is nothing but consciousness. So don't think that you are staying somewhere above your head, etc. Some people say, sit and meditate. That you are above your head. Simply nonsense. Doesn't make any sense. Nonsense means doesn't make any sense. You are staying above your head. Why not inside your head? The water is staying just 1 foot above the wave. This is how. Grape. They being grape, and the words will be coming out with a very coarse voice. So you just see how you are above your body. It's simply nonsense, I tell you. Hmm. Why should the water be above the wave? Why not the entire wave is water? So why not the entire body is consciousness, entire mind is consciousness? There is nothing but consciousness. Everything is consciousness. And that is you. So in fact, the entire universe also is consciousness, and that is you. But from the standpoint of transactions, from the standpoint of transaction, you can say, I am eating food, okay? From the standpoint of transaction, you can say I'm eating food. In fact, if you start discovering food eats food alone, I'm not eating food. Food eats food. Food became the body. You can't deny it. Food turns into the reproductive capacity. Food alone, food modification. And then it takes the form of a human being, okay, including the stomach, where there is hunger and thirst. Okay. So then food became the body. Starting from the productive capacity, the food slowly grew into a into a into a thing which is having various parts, eye, ear, nose, etc. And then among the parts, one part is stomach, where there will be hunger and thirst. Hunger and thirst also are food. Now, that stuff where there is hunger and thirst, that is made out of food. In fact, food modification. And what does it eat? Same food. Who is eating? You can just imagine who is eating. Food alone eats food. Food alone is food. It is written in the scripture also. Yeah, in the Vedas it is written. Very clean. Veda is meant for the humanity. Anybody who wants to understand the truth about the universe, anybody who wants to remain happy throughout life, let him go through the Vedas. It is not meant for any particular section of a society, no. Not in a given culture, etc. There is no question of any culture. Like water belongs to everybody in this world, the air belongs to everybody in this world. Similarly, the Veda, it is written there. You try to discover the reality and be happy before leaving this world. You are free to follow. You are not free. You are free not to follow. Mm. Just like when you eat, your hunger is gone. Similarly, you understand the Vedas and your sorrow is gone. So it's meant for the humanity, entire humanity. So consciousness is self-effulgent. It doesn't depend upon anything else to exist. But it itself is the cause of the entire universe. Uncaused cause. That's why it's called uncaused cause. It is the cause of the universe, but it itself doesn't have any cause. It doesn't come from anything else. So it is effulgent, and there's no other thing which is which is better than this. In this world, you compare things, no? You compare things. This is good, this is better, this is but in fact, among the capacities of various the governing principles of the universe also, there seems to be someone having more capacity, etc. They do have, just like an earthworm. An earthworm doesn't have that capacity just like us. It's not like that. They cannot have that sort of capacity. Human beings have much more capacity, but capacity is the same. So, could there be this many deities, those who are responsible for the creation? No, there cannot be many. There can be many forms, but origin cannot be many. So, it is the best. Anaparam. And this more very subtle this analysis is, it is not even it's better than the creator itself. Truth is better than the creator. See, that means what? Truth is not the creator. See, whenever anybody analyzes about the Lord, anybody, any culture whatsoever, it may be, any culture, somebody wants to analyze the reality about the Lord. How do you analyze? Looking at the universe itself. So universe must have come from this Lord. Nobody will say anything other than that. So that statement that universe must have come from the Lord, this is your acceptance. Your acceptance. You accept it. Some people say, "Oh no, it just happens." Just happens. What does it mean? You don't want to think. Nothing just happens like that. There must be some reason. For nothing, there are human beings here. There is a reason. Rain is happening every year. Then there is winter. Then there is summer. And you know how the show is running. The show has to run, and for that show to run, there are governing principles. So it just happens like that. You cannot say very well organized. You just see very well organized. You don't have four and five eyes. Why? It's not required. You need only two. You don't have any five, six mouths, etc. So you have got only one. That is good enough. The system knows. Similarly, 32 teeth deer, not two, just like the elephant. No, two teeth are not going to work. You need to have 32 teeth. See, there are two different size. Where, what size you will fit, you are not the person to decide. You just understand. You can appreciate the role of the Lord in each and everything in the universe. You can, if you want to. And if you don't want to, then you will never see the Lord in your entire life. Appreciation is very important. That's why sometimes I say, why the nose is down below? Like, why below the nose there is mouth? I just discovered my own way of the conclusion. I had the conclusion. So mouth is down below the nose. That's because whenever you eat something, the smell automatically will go to the nose. If suppose the nose were down below the mouth, then what will happen while eating? There will be a problem. Things will enter into your nose, and you will have all the problems. And you cannot smell also. And before eating, you have to put this stuff in front of the nose, and then you start eating. There was a lot of problems. So you don't talk what thing should be there. Both the sides there are ear, not front and back. Each and every creation, you call it nail. It's not nail, dear. Nail is neither it is flesh nor it is bone. We call it nail, a stuff that keeps growing so that flexibility will be there in your fingers. You can hold on to things. Each and everything is so beautiful that you can appreciate. I'm talking and you are hearing. So beautiful. There's a nature of the sound and nature of the ear. What is it happening that you are able to hear? Your eye is not able to hear. Why your ear is able to hear? You can understand that. And when you understand, appreciate that, you are appreciating the Lord. So wherever your mind goes, there you discover the Lord. Each and everything in the creation, bound by law. When you see the law, appreciate the law as the Lord, your job is complete. So now, in the creation, all these rules are there. But what should be the reality? Free from any rules, because rules have started. That is the reason the scripture tells that it is beyond, it is above the creative capacity also. It doesn't have any creative capacity. See, the truth does not have any creative capacity. Why? Because truth itself is the entire universe. If I say the water has the creative capacity, so it becomes the wave. It can create the wave. The water can create the wave, I can say. But I can also say, see, the water doesn't have any creative capacity because it alone is there. There should be something other than the wave, other than the water, so that you can say that water has created the wave. There should be something other than that. Because it itself is there and nothing else is there, then who is the creator of what? When the entire universe is the Lord itself, Who is the creator of what? The question doesn't arise. No question of any creator, etc. Then how does it looks like so many things? Nothing wrong in looking like so many things, just like in your dream. In your dream, so many things. It looks like so many things. But you don't say that these things are all real. Let them look like so many things. So looking like all these things doesn't give reality to this universe. Or the imposition of the creatorship in the truth. No, the truth never is the creator, and you happen to be the truth. So, and that is yourself. The scripture says that is yourself. You are when you discover yourself. See who is closest to you. Hmm. Things are outside. Your body is near you. Your body is near you. Your mind is nearer than the body. And then what is closer to that? So whatever is that, that is yourself. You are the closest to you. And mind you, entire life you will be with yourself all the time. Things will be away, people will be away, but you will be there with your life, entire life. Entire life you will be with yourself. So have faith in yourself. That's important. So trying to remain happy in each and every situation, that is your responsibility. Things will change outside, situations will change outside, but you can understand in the right manner and you can keep yourself happy throughout because that is the nature of the external world, including the body. The world includes your your body and mind also. So you are free, dear. You are free. Hmm. You are free to think the way you like. If you don't think in the right direction, you a precious human body will be lost. That's it. Nothing more. Nobody is going to lose because you don't think in the right manner. So, and it is not having any modification, no modification whatsoever. That reality has got to be discovered. And whenever modifications are appreciated, that is because of that is because of the wish of the Lord that appreciation also should be there. First of all, there is no wave in the water, first thing. Second thing is, if waves are there or appreciated, as we do appreciate also whenever there is the such a situation, whenever there is the appreciation of the wave, you don't see it other than the water. Then you are safe. Similarly, any incident in this world, past, present, and future, if you appreciate how the Lord does like that, then you are safe. You are doing. Lord alone does everything. Lord alone sings, if at all it sings in a cuckoo. Lord alone barks in a dog, mews in a cat, and the Lord speaks in a human being, a language. Any human being for that matter, whoever he may be, all over the world. So, appreciating the presence of the Lord in each and every form, each and every activities in this world, each and every change in this universe, you are safe. So, and itself is existence, consciousness, and infinity. That infinity is very important. Everybody has got the knowledge of one being existent. I am existing, everybody knows. And I am conscious means I have got the knowledge principle that also everybody knows. But I am infinity that has got to be discovered. I am finite. There's the nature of the thinking. You think yourself to be very limited, limited to a given place, limited with respect to your knowledge, your physical capacity. So, from all respects, you are limited. But the scripture says that you are infinity, you are limitless. So, limitless truth has got to be discovered about oneself. So limitlessness with respect to consciousness, limited with respect to body, mind, sense complex. No problem. Every wave is limited, but water is never limited. Water is neither wave nor the ocean. You call it ocean because there are so many waves there, and it is a huge body of water. So that's why you give the name ocean. The water is neither ocean nor the wave. Similarly, consciousness is neither the Lord nor the human being. Consciousness is consciousness. And both, water is both ocean and wave, but it is free from both water and wave. Similarly, consciousness is both Lord and the living beings. But consciousness is free from the Lord and living beings also, because consciousness is everything. So, whole purpose of this scripture is to make you see how thing is like this, reality is like this, and it doesn't undergo any change. So there's no question of any loss, any loss, no question of any loss. Whatever happens in this universe, I'm telling you, not about, I can say, with due respect to the earth, small little earth. I'm talking about the statement of Bhagavan Vyasa, who has written in the Bhagavad Gita. I have kept the entire universe in some corner, some corner I have kept it. Vishtabhyaham krishnam ekanshena sthito jagat. Entire universe, seen and unseen, I have kept in one corner. Don't talk about small little house, whatever you have got, a small little state or country or anything, or a galaxy, etc. It's nothing. A galaxy is nothing. Galaxy is nothing. This scripture is telling. It has been written earlier. And you can appreciate this also if you want to. If you don't want, you're missing an opportunity. The best thing you are missing. So, what you can do is you can put your effort. Rest is in the hands of the unseen factor. There's the nature of action, so also the nature of knowledge also. So, the scripture is talking about each and every human being, talking about you. When you appreciate your nature as infinity, if any single wave discovers it is ocean, it will discover that every wave is ocean. Otherwise, it cannot. I am ocean and you are not ocean. The other wave is telling I am not ocean. But the wave who knows that I am ocean, I can say this fellow doesn't know, but it is ocean. Similarly, infinity is everything. This fellow says that I'm a person who is bound, all these things. So I have so many problems, etc. Who is talking this? The consciousness and the Lord itself, no problem. So this was the appreciation. You see the problem of the mind. There is no problem of consciousness. Consciousness doesn't have any problem. You cannot have problem without being alive also. so, so you are fraught with so many misunderstandings. So you need to correct your misunderstanding with the help of the right understanding. The right understanding will take place if you lead your life, if you keep exposing yourself to the right thinking, then only the misunderstanding will go. Otherwise, it will stay till your last breath, and you can't do anything about it. See, ignorance is just like that. Ignorance will stay as long as you don't understand. Once you understand, ignorance is not going to stay. So why not better make use of this life, this precious human life, and get the best out of it. Any human being can decide like this, anywhere in this world. No caste, creed, etc., no clan. Knowledge is free for everybody. Nobody can stop a person from worshipping the Lord in any form, anything. So Thinking being independent, you are free to understand the truth or you are free to suffer. Everything is left to you. Rest with them will meditate, sit straight, close your eyes, and taking the names of various parts of the body. Left foot, the toes, left knee, left thigh, right foot, the toes, right knee, right thigh, stomach, chest, back, right palm, fingers, right elbow, right arm, right shoulder, left palm, fingers, left elbow, left arm, left shoulder, neck, back side of the head, mouth, nose, right eye, left eye, forehead, right ear, right cheek, left ear, left cheek, top of the head, the hair, the entire body. This is the nature of a human body. I only know how it is. I am not the authority. Nobody is the authority. It is the capacity of the Lord to make things look like this. Dog, cat, mango tree, rose, rain, summer, winter, birth, death, hunger, thirst, varieties of changes. This is the nature of the Lord. The Lord brings about changes through human beings, animals, plants, natural forces like water, sun. Change is the nature of the entire universe. Every change is within the scheme of things. That means it is supposed to happen. Every change of this body is supposed to happen. Starting from birth till now, each and every change that has happened to this body, that was supposed to happen. And the future also, every change, whatever that happens, is bound to happen. This is universal. And that's beautiful because that's the wish of the Lord. Everybody has to go through that. So I happily accept each and every change of this body, each and every change, external world, in the external world also. I don't have any complaint whatsoever. See how the respiration is taking place. We don't do anything to live. If we are alive, we are doing things. We are eating, talking. Each and every action is happening because the life is there. A dead body never does anything. So to be alive, nobody does anything in this world. So be grateful how the body is kept alive by the Lord. Air. Just appreciate how the air is entering into the body through your nostrils. mental worship, appreciating the Lord through prayer, mental prayer. Imagine any form of the Lord. Whatever you imagine, that is, Lord is there because Lord is all pervasive. It is available in your thoughts also. So your imagination itself is the wish of the Lord. Whatever Lord you imagine, that is the wish of the Lord. Put a flower at the feet of the Lord, prostrate and pray, oh Lord, give me the capacity to accept whatever I cannot change, because I know in various situations I cannot change things. And give me the capacity to change whatever I can change. And may I know in any given situation whatever I can change and whatever I cannot change. Doing prostrations, doing salutations to the Lord again and again. Om Namah Shivaya and chanting. Just keep hearing. Hearing itself, chanting takes place in your mind. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Just like water is there in and through the wave, there's no place of the wave where there's no water. Similarly, the entire universe is consciousness. External, your body, external world, your body, your mind, everything is one consciousness. Looks like external world, body, and mind. Usefulness of the things is different, but consciousness is same. Being differently useful is not a problem. Pot and lamp are than lamp. Usefulness different, but both are the same clay. Similarly, the entire universe. Different, being different is the nature of the truth. Essentially, not different, but for the sake of transactions, it looks different. And it is different, no problem, because the Lord alone looks like being so. Infinity consciousness looks like finite. Ocean looks like wave. One consciousness. I'm that consciousness. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahimmahishaha O Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kali Vrishatu Parjanyah पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ